Professor Makhanlal, what is being suggested by Professor Mukherjee, the Indian Republic now, at least politically, is drawing its sustenance by, according to him, looking for symbols of hate, rather than looking for symbols that unite. Even Ram, according to the likes of Professor Mukherjee, he said it on the show, is being weaponized. Jai Shri Ram is being weaponized as a form to intimidate people rather than being seen to build bridges. Your response to that, Professor Makhanlal?
Rajdeep ji, first of all, my apologies to you and your viewers. It's not my habit to interrupt in middle. When Kapila ji was speaking, I interrupted because she was telling something lie, which I had not spoken, and she said I have spoken, so I had to correct it. And also, let me correct her, I have never, you can go back to recording, taken the name of Manu Smriti. She said I have been talking about. This is correction. But my apology, you know my nature,
okay,
I don't interrupt.
Go ahead.
First thing is, there are two issues. Entire questions are connected to two single words. And you will agree. One is pluralism, other is secularism. All the discussion can be just grouped into here. And that is where I want to talk about it. Secularism is something we all know. It is separation of state from the religion. And why it came, we'd have to go back some other time to European history and how the word secularism in English language came up. This is not a cultural word of India. Other word is pluralism. Plural society is the identity of this country. Right from Rigvedic time, where Vedas have mentioned several kind of people, and it is the pluralist ethos of this nation, this country, this people, that Buddhism comes up, Jainism comes up, Sikhism comes up. Charvak is here as one of the most respected rishi. What do we else we want? Hundreds of sects are there. It's not uniform society. It's very, very diverse society. Let us not rumor monger and destroy the mental peace of the people. Country has never been a theocratic state. Never. Right from the Rigvedic time till time of Cholas, or even in, you can take 17th, 18th century. Tell me one state, tell Professor Kapila and let Aditya Mukherjee tell one state which was theocratic state where, like in Europe, popes were the final in the ruling of the country. No. Always this was. Always political power was kept from religious issue. India is a dharma-pran state. India is a religious people, but not religious state. We ought to be separate. That being a religious man is not bad. If anybody says that I am a proud Hindi, so I am a bad. So my friends, some of them are best Muslims I know. Are they also bad? Being religious is not bad. State in India has never been religious, and we must learn to this. And let me tell Aditya Mukherjee ji, you said that Mughal period of history has been wiped away from the courses. Are you still sitting at home doing nothing? Come out of the home and just check it. What is being taught and what is not being taught. Why say this kind of thing, yaar? We know each other so well.
Okay,
and
can I just
end this?
Yes.
One very simple one. Just a minute. I have not finished.
Yes, go ahead.
Weaponized. That was the word used, and this is a very dangerous word. Has Aditya Mukherjee and Kapila, have they read Ramayana and Mahabharata?
Yes.
Did they not have the weapon in their hand right from their childhood? Did they not kill the evils with their own weapon?
Yes.
Did not Krishna guided the entire world with his own weapon and also others?
Yes.
And have not the Lord Ram and Krishna picked up the weapon to destroy the evil? Why you are misinterpreting and taking the thing to completely unwanted side? Please, I beg you, having spent 46 years in the university as teacher, let me say that please let us talk sense and let us talk which makes sense to the people also.
Can I therefore then, since this is Republic Day and as we wind down, I want to ask each of you, and I'm going to give each of you 30 to 40 seconds on this. What does it mean therefore to you to be Indian today? In 2024, 75, as we enter the 75th year of Indian independence, you start, Professor Kapila. What, according to you, is your belief of being Indian, dare I say, idea of India?
I'm definitely very proud to come from a legacy that, as it were, undid the British, for sure. It is the first country to be decolonized. I actually wanted to say something else.
So what's the best thing of being Indian? I've got limited time. What's the best thing, Professor Kapila, of being
that
India?
history of political leadership in the world to create a nationality out of diversity, out of anti-colonialism, out of a social justice program. And that really is a matter of pride. And I do think this question that you have raised on Bharat and India, civilization, and is important. And I only wanted to say that what the future looks like, because all history is about future writing, it is striking to me that increasingly the comparisons are going to be with China, which we have not talked about. There are only two leaders today who have used the word new era and civilizational state. One is Prime Minister Modi and the other is Xi Jinping. I leave it there, and I think this is where the story is, and I think we will see, as it were, a greater contestation with the West, in which India and China will be rivals. And I think that is a story that is also unfolding, in which actually this Hindu first polity is also finding a hospitable worldview, both internationally and nationally. Okay. I don't want to speak about,
your time is up. I have to put the clock on everyone. Rajat Sethi, what's the best thing about being Indian? 40 seconds.
I'm proud to belong to a dharmic nation called Bharat, whose civilizational values cuts across differences between individuals. Its values are all-encompassing. Its values span around, call itself as the Vasudev Kutumbakam, treating everybody around the world as one family. I'm proud that this civilization has stood the test of time for thousands and thousands of years. And by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, it will carry on for several millennia even in the future.
Okay. The word dharmic nation in itself can lead to some element of contestation, because, how is dharma being used? How is dharma actually being used by the political power?
Understand dharma. Dharma and religion will be separate, will always be different.